Good afternoon. I would like to welcome everyone to our annual college commitment ceremony. This year we have 13 seniors. 12 of them are present in front of you that have announced their formal commitments to college. Some people are signing scholarships. Some people are simply chasing their dream via financial aid or some other means to attend college. But we honor all and every single athlete at our school that commits to go to the next level, to play their sport, their passion at the next level. And we are honored every year. This is one of my favorite days of the year because as a former athlete and coach myself, I thought that sports taught me a lot about life and about competitiveness and teamwork and camaraderie. So I congratulate these athletes up here that are about to embark on their collegiate careers, and I wish them the best of luck. Mr. Miller is going to do the same here in a second and offer his congratulations as the athletic director. So welcome everyone to our annual college commitment ceremony.
As Mr. Applegate said, this is great cause for celebration. This is the fruits of your labors, the fruits of ours, all the time and effort that we put in, the two-a-days, summer workouts, out-of-season, in-season workouts, practicing at home, all the things that you've done, your hard work in the classroom, it's all being paid off right now. This is great. We really appreciate that you guys are going to take it to the next level, represent Mount Tabor Spartans on the next level. I'd just like to say thank you and congratulations.
I'm going to break from the program just briefly and call up Mr. Weiss. We have probably a special announcement that we are kind of formally announcing in public, and he would like to do this portion of the program.
Thank you, Mr. Applegate. We're going to go ahead and get started with our program, and I would like to call upon our first coach, the new head football coach at Mount Tabor High School, Mr. Tyshawn Brown.
Good afternoon. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to all the athletes. Just coming out here watching y'all throughout the years. I just want you to know I was a scholarship player. I went on to play in college. You put a lot of hard work into this, but the hard work is just starting, believe me. This year in football, we had a successful season with 9-4. All these young men that are getting recognized today, I started them off as JV players except for one. The first young man that's going to come up, I had him ever since a freshman, Dominique Boston. He'll continue playing at Wingate. He's a 2-year starter on the varsity team. He's been a leader on and off the field his entire career. He's one of the guys that I counted on the field to make that coach's decision. And just a hard worker and great in the classroom. He has above a 3.3 GPA. So he got it done on the field and off the field, Dominique Boston.
Okay. So first off, I would like to thank all my family and friends for coming out today. I deeply appreciate all my coaches that had gotten me to this level of play, and I do want to do a big shout out to my D-line coach and the new head coach of Mount Tabor, Tyshawn Brown. I want to give a big shout out to my mom for making me the man I am today. She basically gave me everything in my life, and she did so much to get me to this point, and I am truly grateful of you and all that you have done for me. I also want to give a big shout out to all my teammates that had participated with me throughout the years through Mount Tabor, and all my fellow teammates up here going to the next level with me. I really do, and I am so humbled to play with you guys, and I will be keeping in touch to see how you have been doing for the rest of your careers in football and any other sport that you play. Also, I do want to give a big shout out to my granddaddy because he has also shaped me into the man I am today. And I really don't think that I could be the football player I am or continue doing what I am doing if he had not influenced me in my life. And my last thing is saying that I do give so much praise to the Lord for putting me in this place. And I hope Wingate is ready for me to come because I am truly blessed to receive what I have gotten from them to go to their school. So thank you.
Just one more thing about Dominique. This young man, he was the ultimate team player. He played defensive tackle, defensive end, linebacker, offensive line, fullback, anything that we needed him to play, he was willing to do it for the team. That's a true Spartan. Next up, I had the pleasure of coaching this young man also when he first came to Mount Tabor. It's Austin Canty. He will continue his college career at Dordt College. He's a 2-year starter on varsity. He's a great character guy, leadership, and just an ultimate teammate. And he's a scholar in the classroom also. He has a 3.9. Austin Canty.
Hello, and thank you all. I cannot tell you how much all of your support means to me now and how much it has meant to me all the countless times you came to support me. First off, I would like to thank God for all He has done for me in my life. Thank you, Mom, Grandma, Aunt Lois, Dad, Jeremiah, and Amber. Thank you for believing in me the times when no one else believed in me, not even myself. Thank you for not letting me quit when everything just wasn't going my way. Thank you for screaming my name from the stands when I made a tackle to let me know you were there. If I stood up here for 2 days, I couldn't name all the things you've done for me. So I hope that me saying thank you for all you've done for me over my life will be enough. Thank you, Coach Brown, Coach Marshall, Coach Vaughn, Coach Dunlap, and Coach Harrison, and Coach Jarrell for getting me to this point in my football career. Thank you for those quiet talks when no one was around to give me encouragement, or those heart-to-heart talks to tell me what I needed to do to get better. Thank you for the words, brush yourself off, pick yourself up, and hold your head high after every loss and bad play. Thank you for turning a 5'5", 130-pound freshman kid into a 6', 200-pound college football player. Thank you for making me go home and wonder whether or not my leg was so attached to my body and making it hurt to look for a pencil after the workout. Thank you, Coach Cromwell and Coach Slate, for making me do those awful 400s and making me throw up after I ate 2 chicken sandwiches, a large fry, cheeseburger, a 10-piece nugget, and 2 apple pies. Thank you for telling me at least that I was going to be something special when I had yet to score a single point. Thank you to all my friends. Looking up in those stands and seeing you give me a thumbs up or a smile means more to me than you think. Hearing you scream and get rowdy in those bleachers gave me the strength I needed in the fourth quarter when my body just wanted to give out. And reading those texts after the game was one of my favorite post-game things to do. Thank you to all my teammates for making me better in practice every day. Thank you for having my back when I would mess up on the play. Thank you for giving me thank you for giving me your all for 4 years to make every season ingrained in my mind for eternity. And thank you, Akunde King, for always having those wide receivers home the field locked up so my job became easier. And last but not least, I want to say thank you to haters, to all the haters. You gave me a little extra fuel every Friday night. Thank you all.
Awesome young man. Words can't even describe it. All right, this next young man, Devontae Chappelle. He's a 3-year starter. He will be continuing his athletic career and academic career at Hudson Valley Community College in Brooklyn, New York. He's a hard worker on and off the field. He was the lineman of the year. Me and this young man, we had a lot of talks, and he's a product of what Mount Tabor can, when he came in, he was a little rough. He was a little rough, but he's leaving out as a man. And he's one of my favorite guys. He was on my defensive line. I had to do some work to get him there. He started off as a linebacker, but just his work ethic has got him to this point, and I know he will be successful when he gets to college. Devontae Chappelle.
played beyond high school. I want to thank my mom for being there for me since I was little, playing Pop Warner, supporting me, coming to every game. I also want to thank her for being there through all my 4 years in high school and supporting me, making sure I'm good in the classroom and off the field. I also want to thank all my coaches, especially Coach Dunlap and Coach Brown, my 2 position coaches, and all my teammates. I would also like to thank my teammates, especially Karan Jeter and Dominique Boston, and sometimes Deion Joe and Ty Smith, but mainly them 2 for pushing me in practice and playing together on the field, just having that bond as brothers and helping me transform from a linebacker all my life to playing defensive line in my senior year. And without them, I don't think that I would have been defensive lineman of the year. Without learning the different things that they knew and what I knew and put it all together, I just want to thank everyone who pushed me and supported me and believed that I can be where I'm at today. Thank you all.
All right, next up is Mr. Ben Garner. He will be continuing his education and his playing at MIT as a kicker. This is a big deal. He's a 2-year starter. He has above a 4.5 GPA. And I'm sure everybody, I know for a fact I will never ever forget the Porter Ridge game. This young man showed poise, character, and resiliency. If he wasn't at the game, make a long story short, we missed the extra point, come back, get the ball back, he got a chance to redeem himself. No sweat. I mean, I'm over there sweating bullets on the sideline. I look at him, smiling, the same smile that he had the day he walked in here as a sophomore, gets up there and get it done. And I believe I told you, Ben, when you first came here, I said, son, you're going to win us a ball game. And it came true. Ben Garner.
I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting all of us. It really means a lot. So MIT has always been a dream of mine. It's really been a group effort. I could not have done this by myself, and I know that. So I have a lot of people to thank. If I were to try to thank all of them, we would be here up here all day. So I'm just going to hit the highlights real fast. First of all, my parents. I would like to thank you for pushing me to do what I would not normally do, for starting me off on this track and just facilitating the ability for me to go down this road. In the academic side, I'd like to thank all my math and science teachers who really showed me what everything could be and ignited this passion for STEM-related things. Specifically, I'd like to thank, although they're not here, Dr. Pauka and Eric Harris for letting me tag along and really mentoring me with my computer science journey. In the athletic side, I'd like to thank Coach Brown for putting up with me during my JV season, and Coach Marshall for telling me that I should probably be a kicker. That was a good judgment call. And I'd like to thank Dan Warner for working with me one-on-one and showing me how to do things right. I'm just really honored to be up here with all of you. To say that it's really been a ride with my teammates up here and not. And thank you all for making this amazing opportunity happen for me.
Awesome. Next up is Karan Jeter. He will be attending Winston State. He's a 2-year starter, special team player of the year. He's a role model on the field and off the field. He has a 3.4 GPA as of right now. And this young man just so happened, me and his mom went to school together. And his mom helped keep me in check, and you see how the Lord works? I helped keep her son in check. This guy's an awesome guy, and I wish the best for him, and I wish him much success. Ron J.
First off, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because without him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank my parents. Mom, I thank you for raising me to the man I am today. I know being a single parent wasn't always easy, but you did it. You did a fantastic job of raising Khadijah and I thank you. I love you. Granddad, thank you for being a tremendous role model. You are a true man. You taught me how to be a man, always being there for me. You are a great role model, and I appreciate everything you do for me. I want to thank all my coaches, especially Coach Brown and Coach Gerald, for always being on me for every little thing I did wrong. At times I didn't understand why they were on me so hard, but I now realize that they did it out of love. They wanted me to be the best I could possibly be. I'd like to thank my coaches at Winston State for seeing potential in me and giving me an opportunity to live up my dream of playing college football while getting a quality education. I'd like to thank all my teachers and guidance counselors for always being available for tutoring and being helpful with college scholarships and information. I'd like to thank my girlfriend, Casey Simpson. She supported me and have my back no matter what, 100%. I'd like to thank Coach Muse for 4 amazing years and all the valuable life lessons to go along with him. He always emphasized the importance of teamwork and knowing your role within the team. He taught me to never be satisfied or complacent with life and where you are in life. Most importantly, he taught me what being a man meant. And I love you for that, and I always remember you. Last but not least, I want to thank all my teammates for the memories we created, the brotherhood we formed. You guys made high school worthwhile, but now it's time to move on to the next chapter in life. I wish you all nothing but the best in life. Love you, boys. Forever and always, Tabor City.
About to do it to me. All right, this next young man is Davis Underwood. He'll be continuing his playing career at Greensboro College. This is one of the guys on the team that had the best hands. I enjoyed watching this guy catch this football. If anything came close to him, it was his. And he has a 3.5, great guy on and off the field. And I really mean this, if it was a young man that was going to bring my daughter home, Davis Underwood would be one of the people that I would remind.
Alright, first off, I would like to thank God, because if it wasn't for him, then none of us would even be here. Second, I want to thank my parents for introducing me to the greatest game ever made. Also, my family and close friends for all they've done for me. I want to thank my dad for just showing me all the best receivers ever played, mostly for the Jets, showing me how it's done. The only 3 coaches I want to thank are Coach Brown, Coach Gerald, and Coach Fuzz for all the love and support they've given me. I could not have done it without them or asking 2 better coaches. These guys are legit. I really want to thank Coach Crum, Coach Hall, and Coach Jenisak, and everyone else over at Greensboro for giving me the opportunity I'm so blessed and thankful to take. We have big plans over there at Greensboro College, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. It was a privilege to play with my brothers Reggie, Harry, Austin, Daquan, Jaquan, John, and 50, and it's an honor to be up here signing with my brothers, Ron and Nolan. Shout out to my big brothers and mentors, Wesley, Luke, and Nick, for showing me the way early in life, and the endless amount of work we put in. I can't thank those guys enough. They made me into the receiver I am today, and man, and I'm forever grateful for that. I want to thank Mr. Applegate and Coach Brown for the kind words they have spoken to me about playing at the next level. And I also want to thank Ms. Trim, Ms. Wade, Ms. Clemens, husband Charlie, my boy Josh, and my beautiful baby sister Carmela. All these things are truly amazing, and I'm so blessed for everything they've done. Thank you, and shout out to my GC boys. Let's get it poppin'. Go Pride.
In case you're wondering, I am not signing today. I'm just the MC. What I would like to say at this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, we do have 13 seniors in front of us, but there are probably 5, 6, 7 that are still out there that are just on the fence, not ready to commit, waiting for a last-minute offer, that sort of thing. We will honor them at our annual Golden Spartan Awards, which is June 3rd this year. It's a Saturday night. We've been doing this the last few years. So any seniors that come down the pipe the last minute and decide to play at the next level, we will honor them at that night. So we wanted to make sure that we gave a shout out to them at this moment in time. So continuing with the program, we're going to bring up Coach Wesselman for her introduction.
Thank you all for being here this afternoon to honor these young people. They've obviously put in a great deal of work and have seen their dreams come true. I found a quote that I want to use with this with Rachel. When I thought I couldn't go on, I forced myself to keep going. My success is based on persistence, not luck. She saw a vision. She had a vision for what she wanted. She knew that she wanted to play Division I volleyball, and it was going to take a lot of work and effort to do it. And there were trials and tribulations. There were discussions. There were Mom and I discussions with her, and eventually, if y'all know Rachel, you know she marches to the beat of her own drum. Yeah, Rachel! Yeah. Not only a different drum, the one she made that no one else has or understands sometimes. But she was persistent in trying to reach this goal through both hard work, camp visits, communications with people, and now she's got her wish. She'll be starting off at Air Force Prep, which is essentially almost like a red shirt year to get in, I guess, to qualify with your, what do you call it, the PT stuff, right? Yeah, okay. Here's the thing I want to tell you. I think you have a huge upside. I think you have an exciting future ahead of you, but you're going to have to trade that drum in. You're going to have to beat the drum that everybody else beats at that place, okay? Because it is the military, okay? But all kidding aside, Rachel, you have a huge upside, a great ceiling. I don't think you've yet been challenged. I don't think you've been surrounded by the people that you've needed to take you to the next level. So I expect very big things for you. Congratulations.
Volleyball has meant the world to me. I have loved every minute of it, and I can't imagine what I'd be doing if I didn't have the sport. I know that I wouldn't be the competitive athlete that I am today without a lot of help. I would like to thank my parents for all the support they have given me in order to play volleyball, like paying for it and driving me to Raleigh twice a week for 2 years. I would like to thank my teachers for letting me miss school and make up work. Madam Marks, I owe you a lot of baguettes. Coach Robin for pushing me to do better and yelling at me when I got in the net 9th grade year. That will help me be prepared for my basic training drill sergeant. My teammates for putting up with my craziness, and Triangle Volleyball Club for making me work hard and travel to so many national tournaments and having the exposure to college coaches and making me understand what it takes to do better so that I could become the athlete and have this opportunity. Most of all, I'd like to thank Mark Swindle for believing in me and wanting me on his team. I look forward to the challenges as a collegiate athlete career at Air Force Academy and the privilege to serve my country while playing the sport I love.
I would like to take this opportunity real quick to remind everyone that we're going to have cake and refreshments outside afterwards when this is done. There will also be some opportunities do some photo ops here at the tables and things up on the stage. So without further ado, I would like to call up Coach Buse to talk about his 2 players heading off to college.
Today, Austin Gilliard is not with us. He's out of town, and we will honor him at the Golden Spartans celebration. He's going to be signing with Morris Hill University, but he's out of Winston-Salem right now. So I want to congratulate everybody up here, and I would also like to challenge you to finish the job. You're all seniors, and I know 3/4 of you already have senioritis, and it needs to stop, and you need to finish the job. There's still time to work in the classroom, so I'd like to tell everybody that. Before I talk about Cameron, I would like to thank Mr. Applegate, because he set this up, and this doesn't just happen. So I want to thank Mr. Applegate for having a good situation. Also like to thank Mr. Jeter. What a great young man. It's a privilege to coach players like Jeter, because he works hard, he smiles, and he does whatever you tell him to do. So I love you and good luck in the future. Cameron Robinson. A lot of students every year say, Coach, you just have your favorites. I heard Coach say one of the players was one of his favorites. And I do have my favorites. My favorites are people like Jeter and Cam. People that come to school every day. They do what their teachers tell them to do. They go home. They do their homework. They come back. We don't get phone calls from teachers about them. Well, maybe lately we have because of senioritis. But they also come to the gym and they work. They go to the field and they work. And they go the extra mile. And those are the coaches that coach on this campus favorites. The ones that do what they're supposed to do, and they put their hard work in, and they have positive attitudes. And with that, I can say that Cameron Robinson is one of the hardest workers that I've coached in 25 years at Mount Tabor High School. He doesn't know it, but me and my dad had a conversation the other night, and this came out of my dad's mouth, which is going to surprise him. Because the man's coached 58 years, he said Cameron Robinson is the best defensive player he's ever coached. And I had to agree with him. Everybody we put Cameron on, he stopped him. If you look in the paper the week before the Easter, you saw the All-Northwest team. And every time we played any of those players, Cameron knew who he was guarding. It was one of those guys. And at the end of the game, most of them had less than 9 points. So he was a defensive stopper, which is huge on a basketball court. Couldn't shoot a lick. Can I say that, Mom? Dad, can I say that? His shot was awful. I don't know if y'all saw it. It wasn't that bad this year, Cam. We put a lot of work. I probably rebounded more balls for Cameron Robinson than any other player in my career. But he started out over here and came over here, and then it finally got to the rim. I couldn't even look at him when he was on the free throw line. But I could this year. He put a lot of work, and a lot of the players were doing a lot of shooting stations, and Cameron was over there on his own goal with me, or with Coach Lyons. And he put a lot of work in, and all that hard work has paid off. I pulled my glasses. Cameron averaged 10 points a game. He had 44 offensive rebounds, 86 defensive rebounds, which is a total of 130 rebounds for the season. 40 steals for the season, 100 assists for the season. He was a 2-time all-conference player and a 3-time starter for Mount Tabor High School. He's going to Mount Olive University, Cameron Robinson.
So, I would like to start off by thanking God and my family for making all of this possible, because I couldn't do none of this without them. And it's been a long 4 years, but it's also been a great 4 years because I've lived and I learned, and life is great. So, Coach Muse, like you said, he would always be there for me. He was my best friend through this whole process, and I thank him enough for just being there for me and supporting me and always helping me out. And I would just like to thank everybody for coming. Thank you.
Before I leave, you do have one more son, and I expect him to wear the blue and gold.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to call up Coach Lovelace to talk about 2 baseball players.
Good afternoon, and welcome to one of the finest events that I've been associated with. And as Coach Music said, Mr. Applegate is, thank you for everything you do to put this event together. Our first young man has committed to St. Andrews College, and it's Nolan Hoosier.
Baseball has always been something that I can resort to at hard times. Whenever I was angry, sad, or just not good mood at all, I could go out and hit or coach and clear my mind. One day I know the opportunity isn't going to be enough. And it's been an honor and a blessing to have at least 4 years to play this game. I was on the edge of deciding to quit baseball after I had multiple operations during my freshman year. I was in awful shape, but something told me that I couldn't give it up this year. I decided to keep playing, and it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. I was able to reclass and play Calvary. Reclassing really helped me get back in the groove. It was a blessing that God opened up that opportunity. My dad first introduced me to the game a little after I was born. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am today. He showed me the ways to the game and really helped me improve. I'm more than thankful for having a dad that's always had my back and run my runs. Also, my mom has always been there for me too. Even if I gave her a few bloody noses while playing catch, she still would always support me 100%. My whole family has always been supportive and there for me and had my back, especially my sister Riley, my grandmother, my stepdad, my Aunt Kelly, and Uncle Mark. I've gained so much from my coaches that it's unbelievable. I'd especially like to thank Chris Vogler and his son Tyler, my coaches at Calvary, Dusty Harrington, Brian Lackey, and Sean Danny, my showcase coaches, Coach Lovelace and Coach Flint for giving me the chance to play here. And I'd also like to thank Coach Fox for giving me an opportunity to play at St. Andrews. I've created more friends through baseball than I would have ever imagined. They've always had my back and been behind me no matter what happened. Even though one day I'll have to hang up my cleats for good, baseball will always have a special place in my life. It has helped me mature into a stronger and smarter young man. I can't wait to see what my future in baseball looks like, because there's no other feeling than being on that field. It's a feeling I'll always cherish.
Next young man is a 4-year starter here at Mount Tabor. His first 3 years for us, he was our starting second baseman. And then for his senior year, we called on him to be our starting shortstop. He's one of our team captains. He leads our team in hitting in the conference for this year. He has a hit in every game in our conference season, which we're done with now. So he hit in 11 out of 12 games this year out in conference. He's hit in the middle of our lineup, either third or fourth for the last 2 years. He has 3 saves for us on the mound as a pitcher, and he is one of the 3 players that I've had here at Mount Tabor that has played varsity for all 4 years since he stepped here on campus at Mount Tabor. He has a very bright future. Congratulations to his mom, Jan Mendenhall, and his dad, Mike Mandragona, also his grandfather, Joe, and the rest of his family. I present to you that Nick will be attending Lewisburg College on a baseball scholarship. Number 7, Nick Mandragona.
First of all, I'd like to thank Coach Lovelace for putting me through 4 years of high school baseball. And I'd also like to thank my mom. She's crying right now, so don't look at her. It's okay. She's very emotional. I'd also like to thank my grandparents. Without my grandfather, I don't think any of this would be possible. Thank you. I'd also like to thank my friends. I'd like to thank Owen Wooten personally for playing baseball with me for 12 years and always asking me to come to the cage and hit with him and everything. And I would also like to thank my dad. He's not here right now, but if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be playing baseball. And I'd also like to thank Coach Allen. I don't think he's here, but I see him. I'd like to thank Coach Allen for always teaching me how to hit, and telling me I'm doing the wrong thing, and then telling me how to do the right thing. And I'd like to thank God. So.
Okay, next up we have men's swimming. Going to introduce Mr. Fisher.
First of all, we're also very lucky to have Jackie, which is one of his club diving coaches, and so together we're going to say some things about Trent. Trent has been on the swim team for all 4 years. He's a versatile athlete who swam the 50 free, 100 free, 100 breast, and performed all combination of the dives. He made all conference in all regions the past 2 years. This year he got first place in diving in the conference meet, second place in the region, and 8th in the state. He performed a very rare feat this year as an athlete, who not only dove in the state meet the night before, but swam in it the next day in the 200 free relay. He broke and re-broke the school record at least 4 times. He earned Team Most Valuable Diver last year and Most Valuable Athlete this year. During an average week, Trent would attend diving practices with Jackie in Greensboro about 3 times, diving practice in Winston-Salem with his coach Allison twice, and swim practices 3 times a week. He displayed his toughness last year in the conference meet when he scraped his leg during his second dive and then continued diving for 8 more dives to finish second. Although Trent was known for his crazy dives at the local pool during summer, it took about 3 weeks and a long conversation at Chick-fil-A after the season started to convince him to join diving at Mount Tabor. Once he made the decision, he never looked back, though he did do quite a few backflips and inward dives, and has enjoyed the formal training for the past 18 months. Remember, he just started diving 18 months ago. I am proud to say that Trent will be diving next year at the College of University of North Carolina at Wilmington. To my knowledge, he is the first Mount Tabor graduate to dive at the collegiate level. Congratulations. The coaches are proud of you for this accomplishment. I am sure your friends, your parents, brothers, and teammates are also proud of you, and girlfriend is also proud of you. You should also be proud of yourself. All that hard work and dedication in a sport you originally didn't want to do, but now enjoy, has paid off. Best of luck to you next year at UNCW.
As his coach said, he just started diving 18 months ago, so it was a whirlwind of a year and a half to get him where he is, but he wanted it and worked so hard for it, and I am so proud to be his coach.
Oh man. Hey guys. I like to start out by thanking God because obviously without Him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank my mama because she forced me to do it, but I love it now, so it's something that I can pursue in college and definitely feel good about. Obviously, I'd like to thank the rest of my family, like my dad and my brothers, because their support means so much to me, and my friends. They're the best friends you could ever imagine before, so I love them, and I want to thank, obviously, my coaches. I mean, Jackie's heard it all from me, and Allison started out with this spazzy kid coming in just trying to do stuff he could, and so, but I want to thank Fisher, because he puts a smile on my face every time I see him, and I want to end with a quote from one of my best friends, Robbie Fox, and don't let the mirror define who you are, you define the mirror. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to call up Coach Peralt for men's lacrosse.
Hello. How are you? First off, congratulations to everybody up here. Playing in college is the greatest experience you'll probably have in your life. You will come back a changed person after having that opportunity. I'm up here to talk a little bit about a young man who's been a 4-year varsity starter for me. I am excited for him. I'm a little bit sad too. The truth of the matter is, even though he's going off to McDaniels College next year, and he's going to be playing in a very competitive Centennial Conference, he will be sorely missed. I'm excited that he's going to be majoring in both math and art. I don't know where that combination came from, but it says something a little bit about him and about how odd he is, actually. So, here's the thing. I think it's safe to say that all athletes, in some form or fashion, give up a little bit of their physical well-being when they play in a competitive sport. You've got football players that will collide against each other. You've got baseball players that will get hit by pitches, they'll get cleated at bases. You've got soccer players and basketball players, those elbows will fly to get advantage of the ball. You've got track and you have golf. But it's really no different for lacrosse. All right, it's no different for lacrosse. And the truth is that probably the most dangerous position that you can play on the field is goalie. We play with this little ball. It's about 6 ounces, but we've got guys on our roster that can throw it up to 60 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour. It's pretty fast. When it hits you, it hurts. I've seen it break bones. I've seen it break Bailey's bones, in his feet, in his hands. It's kind of odd because, normal human beings, their natural behavior is to get out of the way of an object flying at you at a high rate of speed. I think from the standpoint of our species, we evolved in order to avoid arrows and rocks and things of that nature. So really, to be honest with you, while it's not really good from an evolutionary standpoint, in the modern day, it makes for a great goal. It really does. And I've been fortunate to have the best ball stopper in conference for the past 4 years. Between the pipes, he helped us win 2 regular season conference championships. And that's huge. 1 conference tournament. And hopefully we're going to win the 2nd conference tournament this week. He is a 2-year captain. He has twice made all-conference. And right now he's leading us to a 13-1 record, and we're going to add to it. I am excited about the opportunity he's going to get. You're going to be playing for the Green Terror, and if you didn't know, that is a very dangerous fish that lives off the coast of Africa. It's very aggressive. But in all seriousness, here's the thing. I'm not going to miss you because you were a great keeper. I'm going to miss you because you were a great teammate. And you were a pleasure to do. Your lacrosse family's going to miss you, but we're excited for you. Congratulations.
The game of lacrosse has been the main focus of my athletic endeavors for 9 years now, especially perfecting the art of goaltending. As you know now, I will be continuing my academic and athletic career at McDaniel College this fall. I would like to thank my teammates and coaches here at Mount Tabor for always being there, having my back and supporting me. Also, special thanks to Mike Burnett and Lionel Crawford for really coaching me and training me for the next level. Finally, and most importantly, I cannot express enough gratitude for my family. Stephen and Paul, thank you for all the sacrifices over the years. I know it's been crazy hauling you guys all across runs for years. And thank you, Mom and Dad, for driving and flying me all up and down the East Coast, taking advantage of every opportunity I've had to play this great game. But most importantly, thank you for pushing me and believing in me and helping me achieve my goals. So to all of you who have helped me get to where I am today, thank you.
To conclude today's program, I'm going to call up Mr. Weiss, our principal, to say some closing remarks. And he wants to do this from the floor.
All right, good afternoon, y'all. I would like to say congratulations to you. You guys are a great group of student athletes who have represented our school. You have represented yourselves, your families, your parents, and I can't say enough about the quality of your character as far as your work habits and how much that bodes well for your futures. I would like to do a couple of thank yous as well. I'd like to thank Mr. Applegate, our athletic director, Mr. Miller in the back, for all of their hard work behind the scenes with Mr. Armstrong, Ms. Wilcox, and a number of people within the sports marketing arm of Mount Tabor to kind of make this event possible for you guys today. So thank you to them. I would like to thank our coaches, our teaching staff, as well as our guidance office for all of their hard work in helping to partner with you, make sure you understood how your graduation plan worked, partnered with your families as far as helping to build some of the things that helped your quality point average and the well-roundedness as an academic student. To your parents, I thank you for bringing your students to our school, for partnering with us, for supporting them, for always encouraging them, both in good times and in bad, and supporting them year-round as an athlete, and also maintaining the ideals of the student part of student athletes. Senior Spartans, this is truly an opportunity for you. I want you to know how important, from all the things you've heard today, all the things you've said, having the opportunity for, in some way, whether it be a scholarship, whether it be a financial aid award, or in some level a grant that helps the bottom line cost, it is an opportunity and a door opener for you to what is the next step for you, a part of your dreams. As a parent who understands this a little bit myself, I challenge you, as Coach Muse had said earlier in the program, I challenge you to step through that door and always remember the hard work and effort that you feel brought you to this place. There is another gear. I promise you, there is another gear. And you are all capable of being stars at that next stop for you. But please, use this opportunity, use this open door to help you further your futures and the young adult that you are working into the adult that you're going to become. I congratulate all of you. I thank your parents. I thank your classmates for being here celebrating with us. And once a Spartan, always a Spartan. And I will echo what Mr. Muse said. There still are 32 or 33 days left of the school year. Make sure you're on point with things. I thank everybody for joining us this afternoon. I believe there are some refreshments in the lobby, and we'll enjoy those for a few minutes. If you'd like to take some pictures, now would be the time to take some pictures.